I'm Ann Dumas, curator here at the Royal Academy of Arts, and we're here in the exhibition Impressionists on Paper, Degas to Toulouse-Lautrec. The theme of the show is how in the last 3 decades of the 19th century, especially in Paris, there was a significant rise in the status of drawings in relation to paintings. Because traditionally drawings had been sort of preparatory for paintings. But in this period, with the rise of Impressionism as well, they began to make works on paper. When we say drawings, we mean it in the broadest sense. So it's not just pencil on paper, but it's gouache, pastel, pen and ink, watercolor. It provides a very interesting insight into the Impressionists because, as you know, spontaneity and capturing fleeting effects, life on the wing, is at the heart of the Impressionist aesthetic. And that is particularly evident in these works on paper. In drawings, these works on paper gave the Impressionists a lot of license. It was a very free way. They became very experimental in the way that they used colour and also especially in touch, the mark making. So, drawing by Van Gogh, for example, when he's using pen and ink, you see numerous different kinds of marks. And so though the Impressionists and Post-Impressionists themselves never made any abstract works of art, this attention that evolved out of the way they were working on paper with the emphasis on colour and touch and technique, which was as important as the subject itself. Gradually, that led to developments throughout the 20th century. So in the end, the subject became irrelevant. And then you get something by Jackson Pollock, which is all about colour and touch. So we're not sort of suggesting for a moment that the Impressionists were abstract artists, but that their experiments in works on paper planted the seed that gradually over the next few decades in the 20th century would lead to abstract art. All of the big names in Impressionism and Post-Impressionism, Monet, Degas, Renoir, Cézanne, Van Gogh are here. But there are some very interesting lesser-known names like Guillaume de Nitis, who's an Italian friend of Degas working in Paris, Zander Meneghi. So I hope that will be a discovery for people. These are great works by famous artists, but because of the nature that they're on paper, they can't normally be seen.